Yo, what's good? It's World Peace Hoffa back up in here again. Well, it's been a long time, but actually, I have been posting. Well, not been posting, but I've been recording for a while now. So, I've been recording for a while. You know what I mean? I am playing 2K. You feel me? I am an Xbox nigga, but this is not about gaming. This is not about none of that. Um, this is definitely about the brother Jamal Rashad. Kind of just I always seen his face. Never really got into it. Just like a lot of black a lot of dark matter kings and queens and gods and goddesses, and I'm not one to say goddesses and gods and all of that, because I do know that there's just one God, but the Almighty God. And like they say, like if you if I'm a man and I have a child, the child is a human. So we gotta be some sort of God-ish creatures. I mean, we gotta be. I mean, sense and sense only makes sense, and I'm not talking nonsense. I'm talking stuff to make sense. And basically about the Jamal Rashad, and I'm on the game. You know what I mean? My attention span is not basically on the camera, but I am speaking and I am listening. Like yeah, but like just my comments on him. I kinda, one thing about it, when I do listen to, somebody speaking their truth or the truth or what their soul is talking about or something like that. I do have my understandings. I don't say beliefs, because I have beliefs, but same time my understanding is never closed doors to any type of understanding. Like if you got an understanding or understanding or outer standing or overstanding, however you standing, like my it's always 100% with me. Like I'm always keeping it open-minded when it comes to understanding, because it's never too much. Look how big this universe is. You can never be small-minded to something like that. Like you can never be small-minded to something like that. So yeah, you know what I mean. So basically, like yeah, basically I was listening to him, and what I peep game on. I mean, he talked about a lot of stuff to unpack and stuff like that. And I'm gonna start with well, who was first, a man or a woman? And he was speaking on like, yo, a woman is first, and it makes sense. You know what I mean? It does make sense. And the more I was listening to him, the more, when I was seeing him talk about that, it was like, all right, I was kind of thinking like, there's certain, living creatures that don't need a male to reproduce. You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? Yeah. So it's certain creatures that don't need a male to reproduce and stuff like that. So it's understanding how the woman was of the first. You know what I mean? Like the first creation of human or human being. You feel what I mean? So, yeah, I'd rather say human being. You feel what I'm saying? But and we know that everything been tampered. Like you could just look at the Egyptians and you could see that it was tampered. You could just look at the nose; they broke off the nose. Like, and what I always, and this is like I try with the Midas being to like try to have a overstanding, an understanding of why do they hate us so much. Like I was just saying that to somebody I was talking to on the phone. I'm like, yo, I don't know what we did in the past. I have no idea what we did in the past. Why they hate us so much. Like I can't understand the level of hate. Like this level of hate is so great. Yo, we might just be gods, bruh. I might just have to jack that, bruh. Cause it's like it's no way that somebody could hate so much. Somebody could hate, like, you really hate me. It's not hate. It's beyond hate. It's beyond evil. It's beyond sin. It's beyond torture. It's beyond. They are beyond this. They are beyond this. That's what I call, like, that's what I call them. They're beyond this. They go beyond the stature. Like we can't even fathom the understanding of the level of I don't know. We gotta be gods, bro. Like I'm sorry, like, and I believe in the Almighty God, of course, absolutely. I believe in the Almighty God, and let's keep that on record. I believe in the Almighty God, but like they say, Erica Badu, I don't know the words correctly, 100%. Don't quote me. I mean, you quote me, and I agree with. But it's like, call us God, or call us by a name. They don't call us God, but they fear us the same, and that's dead ass. Like, seriously, like, they don't call us God, but they fear us the same, bro. Like, it's really sickening. You feel me? And the fact that this, like, the man was speaking hella truth. Like, he was speaking truth. Like, he was speaking. You know what I mean? One thing about, like I was saying on my other live, because I was recording earlier, I'm like, there's certain things. It's like, certain people, they speak, they speak logic and stuff like that, and you could understand, like, when somebody's speaking logic, and what 2 + 2 = 4, and this, and court cases is a good example of, like, you could hear what they saying and the facts they trying to say, but something in your heart just tell, something in your soul just tell you something ain't right. Like, innocent until proven guilty, like you know what I mean, like, innocent until proven guilty. So why are we in handcuffs? Innocent until proven guilty. Why are we in handcuffs? I just don't get that. Like, you saying we innocent until proven guilty. Why then no, we should nigga shouldn't been locked. You shouldn't be locked up until you're proven guilty. This is what I don't understand. Their whole system is contradicting itself. You feel me? And yeah, and about that, yeah, I definitely feel like it's definitely some truth to the fact that the woman was first. I always disagreed. I kind of disagreed with it in a way, because I've spoken to a lot of women and all of this, and their mind just don't seem like it's 100% there. It seems like it could really be rattled and controlled, and they fall to money too fast, and all of these things. You know what I mean? And yeah, so it's like I wouldn't see how you first, when it's like you're so easy to be weathered, but I have to understand that I don't know the original female. I don't know the original fee. You know what I mean? I don't know the original womb. You know what I mean? This is like years and centuries upon centuries, or hundreds of years of wombs that's been kind of cursed in a way where I don't know who, like, they did a whole lot to when wombs was like, when wombs was like finally, like, when wombs was just basically, they to actually change them and stuff like that, like, to actually change them. And they put them through different type of things, like, like different type of, where they would do torture shit to them. So I don't know what, what I mean. It's like, I don't know, like, obviously they did all of that to them because they knew how serious it was, like, how serious they were. They must have been a different type of womb. So I will understand. I understand, like, the product of wombs that we have today is not what not what it wasn't like how it originally was. You know what I mean? So yeah, so I could definitely see that. Let me just talk about what I loved about hearing about Jamal Rashad was about, I loved universe, intellectual conversations, you know, astrology and stuff like that. I don't know if I keep getting astrology mixed up with astronomy. I don't know the fuck. I'm space. You know what I'm talking about, space. I'm really into that, and I liked when he was talking about the sun. I haven't finished, you know, I haven't finished the live and stuff like that. I mean, cause I'm still going through more of his stuff. You know what I mean? I have seen more, not to be sidetracked, but I go through. I've been there before. Kevin Samuels was with Kevin Samuels. I was kind of peeping him before that. You know what I mean? I loved watching Young Pharaoh where he was talking about Louis Farrakhan and how this nigga's a scumbag, and I would never. And like what blew me, what like blew my mind in a way about Young Pharaoh is that like he's like an information bug. Like I don't know where he pulled up these clips. I have no idea where he pulled these clips up at because I can't find them anywhere. I have never seen any of the things he pulled up. So he is really like he's like his own little his own little melanin CIA agent because the way he pull up this information is ridiculous. It's really ridiculous, and I really respect his art form of finding information. And I see that something happened to him. I don't know if they got him, but we living in a stage right now where we are more than understanding of cloning and them taking, our leaders and stuff of that nature, and not just our leaders, our transcending, informational fighters. You know what I mean? So, So yeah, so I understand something's wrong with Young Pharaoh. Something happened to him. I don't know. And I see that I kind of just did a little up, since I've been, because I've been focusing on, like I've been on my little self journey, and I'm really trying to get into the dark side of me, and really trying to pull and really get to the higher level of me. So during that time, I when I'm in that zone where I'm trying to get to my higher self, I do not look outside in the outer world. I don't do that. I don't really look outside in the outer world at all. So so I don't look in the outer world. So it's like I'm really, sometimes I be kind of out of tune in a way. Yeah, so I be really out of tune in a way. So you know what I mean. Just won that match, and I should be still in the vlog. But that's another thing. I ain't talking about that. But yeah, the topics that I loved about Jamal Rashad when he was talking about the sun. He was talking about the sun, and like one thing that I have to dig in more. He was like, we was created, and the sun. We don't need the sun. The sun need us. And I'm like, whoa, that's a little. A little sketchy there, my friend. Rapido, I'm like, whoa, like, how does the sun need us, but we don't need the sun? That was real. I don't know, but a lot of that's. But I'm saying I don't know because I haven't heard more of it. If he goes more deeper, then I could assess like, all right, could I actually say facts to this? But what I do love, how he was talking about the sun is black, which I could agree to, because the sun is a black hole. The sun is a black hole. When the sun turns into the red sun and explodes, it's a black hole. So I can understand. And a black hole consists of, dark matter. Obviously, the whole universe consists of dark matter. So, and scientists nowadays says they don't know what dark matter is. They don't get it. It's some type of they lying. I'm pretty sure they lying because there's so much dark matter. How you go into space, you could easily get some and bring it to Earth and really study this shit. Y'all niggas, they know exactly what they're doing. And I always put the transition of the sun can burn something, fire can burn something, and it will turn black. Y'all see the transition, right? The darkness, black turning something else black. It's almost a contagious type of thing. And it's really deep. Yeah, so I really loved how he was explaining how the sun is black. And because the sun is black, and he's saying it's black, but it's like it's just a lot of people say the moon is black, you know what I mean, and I could agree a little bit to it. For sure, I mean, who knows, I mean, I don't know, it's just a reflector of the earth in a way, so you know what I mean. Yeah, but so yeah, I really enjoyed watching him. He has a whole lot more to say. I looked at his last post, which was like a month ago. It's unfortunate that what happened. They saying that he's it's not one time in my soul or in my spirit or in my energy that I felt that this guy is some type of child molester, like some type of to his come on now, like to his kid, making him touch him. Come on, bro. Like he was way come on now. I'm not even thinking twice about that. I ain't even trying to bring this negative energy. But they try to basically, set him up. The normal narrative is either a woman or a child that makes that try to they try to tarnish these black kings gods character. I say gods in a when I say gods, I don't say God. I say gods. You know what I mean? Like, are you a god? You're part of the god. Well, I guess you could say that. I guess so. But at the same time, it's like we're not the Almighty God, and I could say that. You know what I mean? Definitely not the Almighty God, and nothing touches the Almighty God. And do I believe in Jesus Christ? I think God has several different names. Obviously, you're talking about something that's beyond time and space itself. So you know what I mean. So of course, I can vouch. I could see the name Jesus Christ being you know a name that's used to call God. I totally understand that. You know what I mean? Yeah. So definitely yeah. So I mean I rock with it. I definitely rock with what he was saying. Let me try to figure out if it was any other interesting things he was saying. Definitely when he was definitely bringing up a lot of things about the difference between melanated beings versus carbon or sulfur beings. um he was really talking about that. I mean, he was definitely talking about that. Yeah, so he was definitely talking about that, and that's interesting. I didn't really get too deep into it. I was listening. I'm gonna go back and study what he was saying a little bit more, so I could have more context. I could see he's very knowledgeable, and I could understand. And one thing I did notice about him, he's definitely a student when he's teaching. I definitely seen, I definitely see how brother Rashad Jamal and Kevin Samuels, young Pharaoh, a lot of these brothers, these educational beings, if they was together, how powerful our structure is. And it's so amazing that happened in front of my face. We everybody knows about how they doing this cloning shit that's going on, and how they're basically assassinating people, and we can't do anything about it because they coming home and stuff like that, and we thinking that all right, it's them, but we know they're acting different. And one thing that we noticed since the Gucci situation, all the time he was out and all of that, he never acted like he definitely came out different. And we could contest to that, to pretty much everybody, we could contest to that, like on how these brothers and these sisters, well, brothers, I feel like Nicki Minaj is a clone. It's no way, because I ain't gonna cap, yo. Nicki Minaj was definitely one of my I was definitely a fan. That was what you could call it. I was definitely a fan of Nicki Minaj, and somebody that have so much different personalities come out, like out of nowhere. I haven't seen her using any of her Roman personalities, in so long. Like, I haven't seen it. So I know that Nicki Minaj probably got cloned. She is not acting like herself at all. So yeah, yeah, and you know what I mean. Like, and that's how thick this war is. Like, we at war, and we don't have no type of organization, or if we did, they breaking it down. Like, we don't have no type of protection towards this. And I know that there's an Almighty God, and I know that we are. This is some type. I don't know what this is. This is either a test, something like that. It got to be something like that to, why are we going through this? Why are we going through this? You know what I mean? I have no idea why we going through this. Um, I don't understand why. What's the point of us going through this? Like, I don't know. But I know this is for a reason. Um, You know what I mean? Sometimes I wish that, and I'm just just talking about my thoughts. Sometimes I wish that, they would have just killed us off. Honestly, I know that sounds crazy, but I wish all those Europeans would have just killed us off. Like I rather us die a good death than live a death. You feel what I'm saying? Living in this torture, even though we could come and we could rise, but how could we rise when they're killing us off before we have a chance to even do that? Like I God forbid that anything happens to Jamal Rashad in jail and shit like that. Like, but what we do understand is that when they do lock them up, they have control of you basically, and they can basically assassinate and discreate what you have going on in your temple, which is your body. And you know what I mean. He's in Florida, but look at what they did to Kodak. Kodak was in Florida, and they still managed to clone him. And I just say, God forbid, he comes back. He comes out, and he's not the same person that everybody fell to understand. You know what I mean? I say inner because it wasn't an over. It was he made somebody feel over top, under the top. It was all about inner. And I respect his terminology when he's speaking about that. I never really heard about the inner stand. I heard about the overstand, but I definitely respect the inner stand, in this cursed language that we call English. And that's basically it what I have to say about my brother Jamal Rashad. Blessings and peace and energy to his family. And you know what I mean. I would when I had the time, I would definitely try to do the most I can to contribute to him being free. I just listened to his raps and stuff. He's a really great, lyricist. I like his style. He has a good delivery. He has good bars. You know what I mean? And he's actually a great artist. And I can tell that, I definitely feel him on a spirit, on a soul level. And you know what I mean? And he's definitely, I could definitely say he's family for sure. He gained that title of being so honest and so, putting himself on the line, because regardless of what, as a melanated brother, they coming for you once you start really making change. That's why Infinite Waters is still there, because if he was really making change, they would have came for him too. You know what I mean? And I think about that all the time when, you know what I mean, I lost. Yeah, I think about that all the time when, you feel me? I think about that all the time when I'm like, damn, me doing these videos and me doing this, but I don't have no choice. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Yeah. So that's basically it. You know what I mean? Peace to the kings, peace to the gods, and peace to the Almighty God. You know what I mean? We gotta pray to Him. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Meditation, excellence, black decadence. You feel me? Black matter, dark matter. Let's do it. You feel me? Your boy, World Peace Hoffa, World Peace up in here all day, every day. Even on a Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, even on a God's day. You heard me? I'm in here, and I'm coming back with more content for y'all and all y'all. You know what I mean? Trying to, giving all that poison to them energy suckers and all that real energy to the real lovers out there. You know what I mean? Because we gotta fight, but we also lovers. And yeah, and I'm gonna give out more content. There's a lot of things that I think about, or that comes. Not say I think about that comes to me, and I definitely would want to talk about it. I'm in a certain environment right now where I'm not in my higher self right now. You are not looking at the higher self me, but I'm in a place right now where I can cut and I can give my my outlook on certain things. You know what I mean? Like I said, peace, world peace, Hoffa, and we out.